everybody, welcome to Backstage Access. Watashi wa Satoshi desu. In a few minutes, I'm going to go and see Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. This one here is the sequel to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which came out in 2023. The franchise itself started in 1996 with Tom Cruise. He's been in all the movies up until the last chapter. Super excited. Let's go see how this one is. Be right back, folks. All right, everybody, movie is done. Let's head out and get started with our review of Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Let's head down the stairs. All right, all yours, thanks. The tradition allows them to leave the theater, so let's head on out and get started. All right, folks. Take a look. It's always great being the last one out of here. See the end credits roll and everything else finish up. I got turned around right now. And let's head on out. Okay, so Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Definitely go check it out, folks. And quick little side note. I recommend do a quick, I guess, watch of some of the previous Mission Impossible movies, since they do get referenced in here. It's kind of a link to the past to help you understand the story better. Luckily, I watched some of them, so it was a quick memory. Literally, I jogged the memory lane, like, okay, remember. And yeah, it not all made sense. However, some parts of it are still a bit fuzzy for me because it's been so long, almost 30 years since the first one came out. So many movies, memories get a little bit blurred here and there. So keep that in mind if you watch every single movie and remember every single sequence that happened. Me, again, I've watched them except that it's been so long. I have gaps here and there of what happened, so a little bit fuzzy on parts of it, okay? So, all in all, story-wise, very good, solid. I mean, it kept me interested from the minute it started to all the way to the end. Even though, as usual, some parts do kind of drag, I would have probably shortened some scenes, but I guess they wanted to just make it suspenseful or feel some time or something. But I mean, again, with any movie, producers, directors, studios, everybody has their hands on the movie. In the end, compromises or some decide, okay, we're gonna listen to this person instead and roll with it. So that always happens, no matter what movie it is. I've seen it. So some can be amazing on the direction, others can be a total fail. This one right here, good all in all. Agreements were all the way through. So visually, great. Seeing the various areas. Logic wise, there's some stuff that kind of is like, it defies reality. Of course, movies, your belief is suspended at the moment. So, I mean, go for it right at that point. So, all in all, it's going to get a 9.5 out of 10. It came out this past weekend. Go ahead and enjoy it. As for me, folks, from Backstage Access, this is Satoshi Jikai Made. All right, folks, real fast for one last thing. This is a little bit of a did you know fact about Mission Impossible. Now, we have Lucio Ball to thank for the Mission Impossible franchise itself. What I remember reading online is back when it was being produced, the pilot episode for Mission Impossible, the studio heads decided it's not worth it to actually produce the show. However, Lucio Ball persuaded them to keep the show, and thanks to her, we have the franchise TV show and then the movies themselves. So a little bit of interesting history. Lucio Ball contributed to Mission Impossible itself. Of course, Lucio Ball, the queen of comedy, Disney Studios. She's been very impactful on so many projects. So history-wise, the industry thanks her for that. And I mean, I'm happy to be knowing a lot about Lucio Ball and the impact she had on the industry. And thanks to her, so many great franchises have come out of it. Star Trek is one of them. So that's cool right there. I Love Lucy, her own show. So I mean, I'm glad for that. All right, folks. So I'll be back next time. Jikai Made once again.